Bell just rang, hear the fans all shout. Hit that play, we gon' ride this route. Raise the wrestling, shout it out. New week, new heat, new heat, new heat. I'm tuned in, front seat, from the bell to the backseat beef. He break it all down, make a car feel deep. Storylines twist, I can't miss that talk. Champ runs upsets, every heel turn shock. From legends in the ring to the kids on the block, we all tuned in when it's L.Scott. Yeah. Long drives, late nights, keep me wired. Laughs, hot takes, got the group chat fired. I feel backstage while I walk my route, like I'm right there live when the lights go out. Race to wrestling, we don't slow down. L.Scott got the whole crowd loud. Hit that play, we gon' ride this route. Race the wrestling, shout it out. Race to wrestling, we don't tap out. Bell just rang, get the fans all shout. Hit that play, we gon' ride this route. Race the wrestling, shout it out. From the indie halls to the big show flames, he calling out names, breaking big time games. Title on the line, who's really that great? He talk move by move, plus the move backstage. You could be a day one or
Scott Free is going live. Let's go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
People, welcome back to a brand new episode of the oh God, I got my shows mixed up, of Race to Wrestling Podcast. I'm your host himself, L.Scott. People, I appreciate you for coming in the door. As you come on in, hit the like button. We are streaming live on like 17 different places. So Excuse me. I appreciate you for coming on in. Appreciate you coming in. I'm not gonna hold you long up today. But I would be remiss. I didn't have a show on Friday. So this is the first time we're having a show since last Tuesday. And hell, it's actually, we got something to talk about today. I would be remiss if I didn't talk about it. Let's spray some effervescence. Set the mood. Got the candles going. I'm not trying to seduce anybody, bro. So people. So we had to talk about, of course, you see the title on the screen. This Out the Mud OTM is in the building with Mr. Royce Keys. I want to have that conversation today. Is that enough to save the WWE? Or is this just going to be another failed attempt that the WWE is going to throw out there, and then in 2 weeks they're going to decide to pivot and go somewhere else? We will see. I don't know. We're going to see soon. But again, people, I appreciate you for coming on. Hit the like button, hit the share button. I appreciate my people for coming in the door. Again, today, let's go ahead and to get this thing popping. Let's start with a recap first. A little bit of the recap of the show. Because the recap is where everything's at, and get every time for people to come on in the room and for people to come on in the house on every space. I appreciate you for showing up, Johnny. How you doing? What's going on, Meg? I appreciate you for showing up. Wait, let me look at the other. Damien, I appreciate you for coming in. 2-Bit, I appreciate you for coming in. Johnny, I appreciate you again for coming in. Okay, let me start here. Look, let me start small and we'll work our way up. Last night, well, let me go back because I didn't even get to cover SmackDown at all. And goddamn, my eye itching like crazy. I ain't gonna hold you guys up but a minute because we ain't got much to talk about other than this OTM invasion with Royce Keys. But I'll go back to SmackDown for last week. Guys, man, that thing on SmackDown getting rough, ain't it, on people? It was boring to watch, wasn't it? I mean, at this point, this is like, I can't get into it like at all. But one thing I will say, y'all realize this. I realized this. Y'all realize that right now, the guys who's running Raw came from SmackDown. If you really want to be honest with you, think about it. All the people that's really super fly right now that's out there, Royce Keys and Solo Sikoa and all these, hell, LA Knight was down there, wasn't it? Them people all coming from SmackDown, but for some reason when they was on SmackDown, they weren't good enough. They don't want SmackDown to be, I was like, they using SmackDown as like a training facility. I don't know why. Because like right now, I looked at look, I'm being honest. Look, I was out of town. I had to catch the playback. I'm sitting here looking at some of the playback, and I'm looking at it, and I'm thinking, this was all you had on the show? Come on, my guy. Come on, dudes. This is not going to work. So I get it. So, but one, let me go and say this. Bravo to the company. This OTM and Russ Keys was a good influx. Now, let's go and be honest. Let's say this, tell the truth. Let's tell the truth, shame the devil. Truth is, this is just a knockoff version of the Hurt Business that you decided to go ahead and give it to these brothers. Remember, black guys have to play black guys. Black guy, thug is a black persona for black guys. They say, hey, what's your image gonna be? Go be a thug. I ain't got no problem. I actually like the way they look. I'm rolling with these brothers. I'm down with the OTM. Out the mud and Royce Keys. Look tough to me. So I'm with it. It's about time you influx some black blood in there since you've been still in their persona with the bloodline for the longest anyway. So, but no, we'll get there. I appreciate you guys for coming in. I appreciate you. Share a lot of people. Hit the like button. Come on in. Let's do this. Oh, it means out the mud. That's what it means. From what I understand, that's what the OTM stands for. It stands for out the mud. But I appreciate it, man. It seems like it's gonna be a little dope thing. Now, I will say this. Let me say this before I get started on that. Let me tell you something I don't like. It's something I did peep and notice from last night. And from last night that I did not like. All right, so what'd you say there? You said it means out. Is that what it means, or does it mean out the mud? I call it out the mud. I don't know, but that's what I said. But listen, so let me tell you something I did complain about last night. I didn't like that you seem like you trying to pawn Solo and LA Knight off on each other. Both of those brothers are killing it right now so far as the microphone. They both having good matches right now. These brothers should be center of attention and not as a tag team. But as we always know, when they don't want to make you a star, they put you with someone else. They are turning Solo and LA Knight into cool brothers. I don't like that. Look, I'm the first one to tell you, I was never the hugest LA Knight fan. This knockoff Rock / Stone Cold, I get it. But that man, you cannot deny, has been having good times on the microphone. No. And if they bring Miss Parker, even fucking better. Can you imagine the beef between the OTM with Miss Parker against the Bloodline and her boyfriend? Play that storyline, WWE. Let's get it. Ooh, I would love it. Ooh, yeah. The whole storyline could be, who is her loyalties lie with? We don't know. Ooh, that would be so good. Why don't they do it? And it gives them a feminine energy that they're looking forward to. Oh, that's what they need to do. See, we talking about it right now. They need to put Miss Parker back with them. But let me finish my point. You got me too excited. Let me calm down. You talk about Miss Parker, I get excited. When she hit that, I tell you, she hit that. I'm like, oh, Miss Parker. But look, straight up though, I don't like it though what they're doing with Solo, because I think Solo is a star. I think Solo he's primed and ready to go. I love it, the fact that one thing. We don't give enough respect to the Usos. Let me say this though. Let me say this about the Usos, and this is on a serious tip, but on a positive serious tip. Don't give them enough respect to know that these brothers are willing to put each other over when it isn't even maybe not that turn anymore. Let me say it like that. And what I mean is right now, Jay was ready to give you this is your warning shot. Pow! That was his thing. But Solo has kind of clowned it. But it works between the two, and it's almost like Jay is willing to give up the toughness of that to help further Solo's run. And I honestly, bravo. That selflessness is a beautiful thing. That's how you build a family dynasty. That's what I'm rocking with. But so for me right now, I don't think Solo is ready to stand. Let that man go. Royce Keys got his crew now. Let that man go. Look, WWE, if you're watching, what you do, I know you be watching. If you want to go ahead and turn this ship around, and you want this thing to take off and be something special right now, I'm going to tell you what you do. Get that belt off of Chad Gables and them. Send Chad Gables to Ethan Page. I'm going to say this, send Javon too, and I'm going to tell you why. Send all the guys you have down there now that your so-called Intercontinental Division. Send all those guys down to SmackDown. Send Rusev down there with him too. Fuck it. Send them all down there. It ain't just the small guys. Send all the guys who are currently in that division. Send them all down to SmackDown. And then you bring up Trick Williams, Royce Keys, Solo, Sikoa, all those guys. Since you so goddamn top heavy at the top. You can't, and you're not gonna let Punk and all them go home no time soon. You need to start building out the Intercontinental area, and right now, that's your crew. Royce Keys, Solo, Sikoa, all those guys right now. This is what they need. That's put them guys right into that mix, and now that's going to get some validity to that belt again. OTM is here now. You got the Usos here now. They don't send the Usos through tables. Now, you got Braun them. Take them belts off Braun them since Braun got something going on. Braun need to leave them boys alone. I get it. Unfortunate, Austin. Run with Logan Paul. When Logan's arm is better, y'all can jump into the title mix yourself. Great. Title division, there you go. Braun needs to be on the solo tip. But now you'll have Logan Paul and what's the name? I just forgot his name. Austin Theory. Then you'll have the Usos. Then you'll have OTM sitting right there. Here's some people coming. You have it now, and you're starting to build a division out right here. Now your tag team division is starting to be built out. We care to watch this now. Now you got the MFTs then. I mean, what do they call them now? The Tongals, what do they get called now? Big motherfucker. You know what I'm talking about. Bring them in the mix too. They need to do it. I don't even care if you, matter of fact, fuck it. You don't have enough tag teams to have 2 tag team titles. Unify them. And I'm normally not the one that likes to unify belts. I like to keep them, the more the merrier. But that division is trash, and you ain't got enough tag team to be having 2 titles. So unify them belts, make a nice, beautiful, wonderful tag belt, and make it beautiful. Make it to where people will be excited to be in a tag team again. Don't just make something with a big-ass W on it or something like that. No. Give us a time. I think they did it good this time, but they can do even better. Put them all up in there. Put it all up in there. You say Faxtrom, whatever. I'm not a huge fan, but bring them in the mix. Bring them all. That beautiful belt, the whole 9, you got a division. Now you have an Intercontinental division. You have a U.S. title division because you got Javon them down there. You got Chad Gable them down there. Shit looking up. And then what you do is with the people like Oba and Braun is your guys in transitioning, leaving the Intercontinental level, heading right into the heavyweight title division. Because remember, we still have a heavyweight belt. We need to tier that thing. Heavyweight belt and then WWE belt. So Braun and Oba could be the guys right now, right in your heavyweight title division. Right there. That way you can still have your Cody going for it, and you can have your Roman going for the WWE title. You can have yourself, fuck him. But you get what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. What do you say? What I feel about what Jay said. What did Jay say? Clips, what did Jay say? Tell me what Jay said. I call the Penton, and see Penton them right now. Ray Phoenix, Penton them put on one hell of a match. And I'm gonna tell you like now, they should be down there in the US title division too. To be honest with you, bring the Triple A title over. Bring it on over, and since they got so many luchadors, just let them battle it out on the show for that. But that could be part of the show. Again, treat it like the cruiserweight used to be. Bring it on over. Since you got it, let them be in the division. And then do it from there. That way you can have tiers from there. We need multiple tiers. I appreciate the love. But we do. We need multiple tiers. AAA, US, Intercontinental, Heavyweight, and then all the way up to the WWE title. And then we got guys in that tier, and then we have a full fucking show for once. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Trick should win Money in the Bank. He ain't doing nothing right now anyway. What slurs did Jay say? No, Mr. Cocaine Jay did not throw the black folks under the bus. What did he say? Don't tell me he said something slick. You said Dom. Yeah, he should. Dom. How can I say something since you brought up Dominic real quick while somebody tell me about Jay? Don't make me have to turn on Jay because I'm an Uso fan. But, can someone explain to me why is it that y'all got Javon getting kicked in the head every day by Cass week in, week out now? Big Cass, and also got Dominic and his little big-headed friend jumping them on at the same time. Why is Javon becoming the whooping boy for everybody? What is going on? What? I don't get this. I don't. What's the issue? Why is this happening? No, he didn't drop the N-word, did he? Oh no, he didn't. Oh my God. I gotta go check on him, my guy. I ain't seen it yet. Look, on Friday, I'll come in and I'll tell you what I really think once I go check it out now. Oh, God. I hope it's... I won't make comments till I hear. Again, I'm not one of those people just jump on the bandwagon. If he said it, I'll read him the right act, too. You said dual, triple, trio title. What is that? Duo. I don't know if I like the trio title. You know why I say I don't know if I like the trio title? I know they got a lot of factions, but the reason why I don't know if I like the... Well, shit. Hell, to be honest with you, you may be right. Let me take that back. Maybe you should kill the You need to get rid of the tag team division and do a trio since they like factions so much, and then that way everybody have a belt instead of everybody sharing it. What'd you say now? Nah, I don't like this. Nah, I don't like that. But no, my whole thing is look. Right now, this thing can look amazing, and they just ain't doing it right, in my opinion. And they got that thing lined up, ready to go. Because I said Russ Keys was a star. Anybody know I'm Negro Nostradamus. I said they highlighted Oba at the Rumble. They were going to highlight certain situations. They wanted to highlight Trick. They wanted to highlight Javon. I said, hell, Russ Keys just walked in the ring and was the most talented that night. Yeah, I said, as long as he fixes his hair and everything else. But I like the image they got going right now. Keep it street. Keep it hood. Let these real niggas go in and beat up some people. Let's make it look realistic. I like it. Let's do it. Let them thug it out. I told you if you just got here, all it is they done turned the OTM and Royce Keys, and this is the Hurt Business. Triple H didn't want the Hurt Business, but it ain't nothing but the Hurt Business. But I like it. I like it. You like it, I love it. I like it. I like it. You said catchphrase is awful. Which one? Royce Keys. I. Yeah, this is crime time again. I agree with you. Even though, again, I always pick it crime time today. It's crime time all over. Matter of fact, one of the dudes in the group now looks like the dude from Crime Time. I can't think of which one it is, but they look just alike to me. Because I was like, this nigga ain't aged. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, they the Hurt Business. I'm telling you, man, that's all it is. This is the Hurt Business right now. That's all they did. But they needed something, man. We needed an influx of something. Shane, y'all, yeah, see what I mean? See, don't he look just like the dude from Crime Time? He look just like him. See, I ain't crazy. Anyway, hit the like people. Shut the like button. Let's keep going, man. Let's keep going. Look, I've got me for a few more minutes. Let's knock this thing on out. Now, look. First, again, I don't know why they disrespecting Javon like that. You know, I'm very protective of Javon. And you should be protective of Javon, too. I'm very protective of that young man because that boy is the most talented wrestler they got. Again, if you don't believe me, go study his matches. Javon is the most poised. Javon is the most patient. Javon is ready. He just needs some titty meat, and he'll be ready to go in the personality. He needs to go heel. That's what he needs to do. And he needs to kick Big Cass in the face. He had Big Cass size and weight. Could you imagine Javon once he get that weight on him? Oh, my God. What'd you say about OTM? You say he look like a light-skinned Nipsey Hussle. That's funny. Stop it. I like that one. All right, but look. Let me go over a couple of things. Let me get a couple of things out of the way. The simple matches before we get back into the big dog matches. Okay. So let's start with well, no, ain't much on the women's side. Just my girl Stephanie Victoria. She looked pretty cute with her little panties on, but that's all I can pretty much say other than that. What'd you say about Leo Rush? Versus Leo Rush. I ain't seen nothing about Leo Rush. Keys, knees, Mark Henry, Finn. What are you talking about? The power bomb like thing? I mean, yeah. I like Keys is better. Even though, no, if you want to get Keys something new, give him Farouk's. Boom, give him that shit he used to do. Hell, matter of fact, give Russ Keys, if I was APA needs to go find Keys and say, we bless you with both our finishes. You get that joint when Farouk picks you up and slam you down, and then you also get the clothesline from hell, because that's a big knuckle right there. I would love it right there. Matter of fact, all they need to do now, at this point right now, I'm going to tell you, they need to do this right now. And then being that Montez done dropped the baby, and he on his way back, I'm ready to go and say it, y'all. Y'all never ready to go and say this. Y'all need to go ahead and let y'all need to go ahead and let the Street Profits and Trick get together. And then they take out the Bloodline, since they're already beefing between Montez and Jay. It's a perfect combination. Man, just imagine all the melanin just everywhere. Just all the wrestling would be popping again. I'm telling you, it would be great. So Montez and what's the name together versus the Usos would be a great thing. And then have like Keys and them go against Solo and them right now. That should be so fucking fire right now. That's what I'm thinking. What you think? Man, they can handle it. They can handle it. I agree with you. I'm telling you with all that, and then throw in the mix, throw a little LA Knight in there with he's throwing in there with that Back to Factory set. I thought that shit was funny as hell when he said it. Then he been throwing that thing in later. He been killing it. And to be honest with you, they just missing one female from one of these factions from popping off. I'm telling you, bring Miss Parker. It's time, man. Everybody's been calling for. Bring Miss Parker. And matter of fact, this is what you do. You bring her come out. And since everybody know Miss Parker and Jay together, y'all need to go ahead and let when she first pop up, let her pop up and Jay be like, my girl here. And then he be on the cocaine. He be like, my girl here. And he thinks she riding with him, right? Right? You know how he is because everybody know that Jay girl. But she been riding with OTM for out the mud for a minute now. Then let her come back now and ride with them. That stars of rivalry, it be on and popping. Man, let me write it. Triple H, call me, man. Stop playing. It's like brother people, share the line. Oh man, I said no. Let me get into this Brock versus Oba thing, and then I'm gonna get out of here. I ain't gonna hold y'all up today. What you say? You said, oh man, you better leave. Oh yes. Oh no, Miss Parker need to be there, brother. You need to stop hating now. Don't be hating on Miss Parker. I tell you, we don't get no Miss Parker slander over here at all. I love that young lady. But look, this Oba versus Braun thing, I think everybody recognizes. I think everybody can see what's ready to happen. Anything, it is not going. Look, don't fall for the banana in the tailpipe. What am I saying? What does L. Dot say? What I'm saying is that don't fall for the fact that you think that what's going to happen is that Brock Lesnar, Paul Heyman is there to help Oba out. He is not. This is a strategy. Something else is going to happen. Something's going to change hands. I'm going to say I'm the Negro Nostradamus. I'm probably wrong, but I'm going to go and say it. What's her name? Bronson Reed is coming back. He's going to get involved somehow, some way. But I don't think... I've got a couple of predictions. It's either going to be Bronson Reed is the new Paul Heyman guy, and not neither one of these two, and that's how they're going to reintroduce Bronson Reed back into the mix. Could potentially be. It's a nice person to put Braun versus him to put the mix on. That's a good one. Then it lets Oba off and do his thing for a minute. Or, if you don't do that, it could be an okie doke to where basically this was always a ploy between Braun Breaker and Paul Heyman to throw off Oba Femi off his toes. Because remember, Paul could disrespect you on the microphone. He'll say something like this: Oba, you have all the intangibles. You have everything to be a Paul Heyman guy. I can see him saying the Raw after. This could be Paul Heyman talking to Oba Femi. You thought, because you have it all, that you had it, but you were lacking the one thing. You're lacking this particular fortitude to be cunning and sneaky. You want to do everything by the book, and Paul Heyman doesn't do business this way. So you can't be my guy. So I had to trick you. I had to show you that you couldn't be it. Could be some shit like that. I can see that as well. But what I don't think is going to happen is in my original thought, but I thought this originally before they started leaning into it. Because one thing I learned about people is when they lean into something, it's not what you think. And they started leaning into the fact of it was going to be Oba Femi is ready to get Paul Heyman to be that dude with him. No. Everybody's expecting it. I suspect WWE to not give us give what people think. And at least that's what I expect. But we'll see what happens. What did you say? Oh, Paul will have you thinking, yeah, I can see that. Now, look, let me tell you something else, too. I want to address this in the comment section, too. I want to give my people's feedback. Y'all the family. Let's get y'all feedback. Now, y'all remember, right after the King of Ring, I want to clear up some fucking misconception that I think is being played, and I think the WWE is allowing this noise to play us. Let me say this. I want to get back to the subject, but this is about Oba's title shot. Now, I've been getting so much freaking pushback in the comment section because I said, where the is Oba's title shot? Because you say he won the King of the Ring. People started just flooding my comment section. He gave it away so he could fight Brock Lesnar. That's not what the fuck he said. This is what I would like to address. That's not what he said. This is what he said. The title shot will still be there, meaning it's an open-ended shot. I'm supposed to be able to get my title shot, but Brock Lesnar has been disrespectful and I need to put hands on him. The reason why I say this is because did Triple H come out and say Oba's forfeiting his shot? Did Michael Cole say that Oba Femi is forfeiting his? He didn't say that. He said it'll be there when I finish with this dude. That's what I took it as, and that's what I am assuming it is. See, we can disagree, but I'm sorry. I did not hear what you heard. I was the one to tell me where he said, I give him my title shot. And then two, who in the fuck would give up the biggest chip of it all to have one fight? Because you do know this would make no sense, sir. They said no. You want to know why that makes no sense to me or no one else with common sense that would make sense? Because I could easily do this. Go have my title shot, win my title, and then say, Lesnar, I challenge you to a duel. But who gives up a title shot? Who would do that? And if they want to sell us on that's what he did, then you're going to have to kiss my ass and tell me why would anybody ever do that, and then tell me why would it be the nigga the first time we did that. Excuse my language. I'm sorry. I love TikTok Shop. I do. I love it. That's exactly. Nah, I'm good. Nah, I don't even want that because I want to fight that one dude right there that's 50 years old, that's over the hill and nobody cares about. I want to fight him and I want to give him my title shot. Like they just be falling out the sky for niggas. No. That is what people do to explain away the whack writing that they did, the fact that they took that black man and took his thing from him, but for some reason they didn't want to go in another direction. Again, it makes no sense. You say, what the hell? That's just me. That's how I look at it. But for some reason, everybody gonna come in, no, Oba gave it up. What the fuck? What are you talking about? Don't even make no sense. Oh, you think Cody is Paul next guy? Hey. Let me say this. Whoever said that, let me say this. Who said that? TDA. Let me say this. Whatever's gonna help Cody, make him relevant, please. Paul Heyman, somebody, please, somebody make Cody, make me care. Because I do not care. I would like for somebody to make me care about Cody. See, like Roman can show up, have a bad night, have a good night, but you care. Punk show up, have a good night, have a bad night. For some reason, you're gonna kill. I don't care about Cody. Like, I'm be honest with you, I know the ticket already for Sunday night main event already is Cody versus Randy, and I think what's the dumb boy name? What's the little Yachty versus Baron, and who's the other one? And the other match, the heavyweight belt, match. I think. Oh, well, I forgot who the other match was. Somebody. But my whole thing is, I y'all say that y'all must really be, you know what it is? Y'all show me who came from the ruthless aggression era. Because people who love Randy, I love Randy. Don't get me wrong. Randy, I'm not hating on Randy Orton, but Randy is over the hill. Randy don't show up. Y'all complain just as much as I do about part-timers coming back. Randy Orton is a part-timer. I don't want to see him there. And him going against Cody don't move the needle for me. Look, remember, man, use it as a good indicator of what's going on in the world. Social media is a really good indicator of who's popular, who's not. Randy ain't moving the needle. Cody ain't moving the needle. Randy ain't selling no merch like that. Cody ain't selling no merch like that. There ain't nobody talking about, oh, did you see that? There ain't nobody doing that. Thanks, Taz Sugarfoot. I appreciate you for coming in. You ain't have to come in and watch this wrestling podcast today, Sugar. I said, oh, look, I saw your message earlier from the other podcast too, Taz. I saw it. You cut it right at the end. I saw it when I was leaving out. I appreciate you for showing up. I'm going to whoop you for being late last time. Don't worry, I get you, though. But, no, man, I'm just trying, honestly, honestly, that's all I'm trying to tell you. I can honestly say something's not right there. And it would be interesting. I know it would be, because I'm right. I'm telling you, WWE needs to put me on as a writer. I'm telling you, that's what they got to do. They got to put me down. Because what y'all at right now, y'all got the talent all staring you in the face right now. It's ready for the taking. And I'll be honest, let me go and say this. The big Kaz dude, whatever his name is, that big dude, the big dude. Like, I wasn't a fan of him and Enzo and Kaz. I didn't get it. Again, I wasn't really watching like that. But he's imposing. Where are we going with him and Javon? Like, is this leading to something? Like, are they leading to something? Like, what is this leading to? Or are we just going to use Javon as a stepping stone for Big Cass to step on and go over top of him? Because it seems like they just using him to step on him right now. You know that? Oh, is it that's the dude name? TJ, was it JTG? That's what well, it was a shame. One of them two. I knew both of them they look like Crime Time. They do. OTM does look like Crime Time. But that's WWE's racism too. Look, you remember, you have to play a black guy as a character. This is what they have them doing. But it's more entertaining. Look, I'm not hating on it. Look, I'm not hating on it. I'm talking shit, but I'm not hating on it at the same time. I'd rather see these brothers go at it with them. It looks more realistic. They look imposing. They look massive. I said, let's get it in. Let's get it popping. To be honest with you, let's make it happen. And to be honest with you, let's do it. What do you say, really? They got Bronco one. They do. But anyway, I tell you guys, but like I said, back to what I was saying about Braun Breaker now. I have no issues, like, again, with Braun Breaker and Oba wrestling each other. I think it's going to be a good look. I don't mind seeing them wrestle each other. Again, I don't know where they're going with this. I don't know if this is going to turn into some long term. Now, people keep hollering that they're going to hold off Oba Femi to WrestleMania. Now, this may be the only way you're going to save it at this point. You got to enter him into a longer feud with Braun Breaker. You can kind of carry that out for a few months, and then that goes into Rumble season potentially. But to me, that's still gonna piss me off because why you take opportunities from people this year just to hold for somebody next year? That just don't make no sense to me. You feel what I'm saying? So it is what it is. You know. What do you say? You know what? I didn't see the say debut yet, but I'm with the Big Show though, because I know there's a lot of controversy on should he pay more dues, this, that, and the third. Look. All right, let me say something about that. I'm glad you brought that up. Let me say this about paying your dues and things when it comes to wrestling. I too like rites of passages. I like when people want to get in there and respect the craft. Like for me, I come from stand-up. I did stand-up comedy, and I'll be honest with you. When I did stand-up, I was very respectful. When I the first comedy club I walked into, I honed myself in one comedy club named in the city that I was in. And when I got there, I was very respectful to the people who were there before me. The house MC had been doing it. It was two guys, Kenny and Ray. Kenny and Ray had been doing it for years and years and years. And I respected them so much. At nights, I would get better ovations than some of them at sometimes at night, but I was always respectful of them. I think I actually was too respectful to the point to where I would actually concede. I would hold myself and give more shine to others, not say so much them per se, but I've done this at times. And I'd want people to know that, so I'm torn in the middle. I think that the part of you should always be respectful of the people who came before you in the craft itself. So I want to make this about wrestling again. So I'm with people who say, yo, pay your dues, because I don't like people who skip the line. I don't like that either. But I also say, too, when you see raw fucking talent, and I'm not saying AJ Styles' son is raw talent. I'm not saying that. I haven't even seen him wrestle. But what I'm saying is, but if you see that, I need for even the people who want you to pay your dues to say, be respectful to the craft, but brother, you have something, so we need to hone in on that and then support that. Because remember, the better that everyone does in your craft, the more eyes comes to you too. So I just say, look, around the board, if you got it, you got it. If you don't, you don't. Because I'm going to say it like this. Let's just be honest. The Rock had it. Yeah, we could have slow walked them and made them, because like they doing all them black guys today. Oh, Trick got it, but we gonna slow walk them. Oba got it, but give them some time. Fuck that. The Rock was the only black person I've ever seen that they said, let him get it. When he got it appropriately, he moved appropriately, he moved fast. He was just amazing what he did. I have no problems if you're like that. Because I also know some people need bigger times. Class example, Stone Cold's the other example. Stone Cold needed the years of being stunning Steve Austin. He needed the years to be the ringmaster. He needed all those things to figure out who he was. Roman Reigns, same thing. He needed the big dog. He wasn't that dude. The Rock just unfortunately was that dude. Randy seemed like a guy who knew who he was early. Some people just are. So again, don't stifle. So I'm with the Big Show. Don't stifle the guy if he's really that talented just because you want him to pay dues. A lot of times people who have been in the business who are not as good will be hateful now. I've seen that. I've seen people who feel threatened when someone comes in as good, because that happened to me. Stand up. I was funny. So I saw people that did things like they wouldn't put me on the set some nights, things like this. You show up night in, light out, you're supposed to get in on at least a couple of weeks, but they would do things like that. Yeah, I had the owner. The owner didn't like the club. He didn't like a lot of the black talent, so he would basically tailor the conversation, and he would basically make no-nos out of things that he found that we would find funny, or things that we would make jokes about. See, to me, I'm all about cream at the crop, baby. See, the title of the show is Race to Wrestling. Yes. I look at wrestling from a lens of race, but I also want people to understand I'm no racist. I want the best to win. If it's a white T dude that can just strike the iron hot, let that motherfucker win. I don't deny Hogan's ability to be the star when he was that dude, even though he couldn't wrestle. I'm not going to diminish Goldberg's run when he had his run. You can't diminish that. I can't diminish what Roman Reigns is doing right now. You can't diminish what Shawn Michaels, none of these guys. These are not black guys by any means of the measure. But I also know the black guys are just as talented, would have been just as good if you give the same leash to them same dudes. That's all that I'm saying. So, but anyways, I digress. Oh, comedy is definitely gatekeeper. They can't keep the shit out of that, brother. What are you talking about? You don't even want to know the half of it, brother. So, but anyways, no, but that's the only thing else. No. So the pay-per-view is coming up. I don't know what else is going to be on the card as of yet, per se. But what I will say is the thing that I'm going to talk about probably moving forward for a while now. Because mind you, wrestling has been a struggle. I've been meaning to get into AEW, but things have just been hectic. I'm launching the app for the whole website. I have multiple platforms. I mean, multiple podcasts, music, a whole lot of different things that we do, and it's all gonna be on one website. So that's been dominating my time. Of course, I still got to work the whole nine. So it's just been a lot. But I want to get into AEW more as well because the WWE hasn't given you much. So hopefully this is enough to infuse it because I am on the schedule watching Raw and SmackDown. Hopefully we can get something out of this because I think they have something here if they just would lean into it. But you know wrestling, they always like to fumble it when it's time. I'm going to watch it tonight. Because remember, OTM came from there. So all these types of guys, I'm going to have to go down there. Shawn Michaels obviously knows what he's doing down there. He seems to they seem to keep pulling from him. So this is what it is. So. But yeah, guys, I'll be back on Friday. This week, we're back to normal schedule programming. We're going to get this thing popping, make everything roll like we do. I'd like to have longer shows, but again, the show hasn't been giving me a lot to go off of. You said, look, hey, I get you about Hogan. Look, this is me. I'm no fan. Hold on one second. I'm going to make sure I read your comment properly before I go off. Or not go off. Oh, yeah. No. I agree with you wholeheartedly. He was so lazy in the ring. He lived off his star power. I don't like entertainers who do that either. I do not like entertainers, wrestlers, people like that who want to mail it in and you want to just go off. I want to go out there and win off of my catchphrase. That's why I don't like what they're doing with Oba. I don't like to make Oba do the same three things over and over and over again. You're gonna make him a catchphrase. And I think that these guys like Trick. I'm the one that was hyped the shit off of his entrance. I don't give a fuck no more. They don't did it too much. They done turned him into the gimmick. And I don't really care about that. I want to see the evolving in the ring now. I want to see where the storylines go. See, man, like right now, let's just be honest. Everybody kept talking about Trick gonna be that dude, this gonna be that dude. Who Trick beefing with now? Baron Corbin. You see, don't nobody give a fuck, right? You see what they think of Trick, right? You see how they level they Trick. You see, and mind you, Pope Mello, they think less of Mello than they think of Trick. Because they only give him that much. They just was toying with Mello. Hey, you're the number one guy. You're not going to get in the ring. It's unfortunate. It's way too much talent there for them not to be utilized. And mind you, and then you think about SmackDown. The show that they put on SmackDown is so weak. It's like, just utilize the talent you got. Write better storylines and just utilize that. Why are you refusing to evolve those young guys? Makes no sense. You said they would. I don't know if they're, but I just think Trick should be on Raw. He should be on Raw. Trick should be definitely on Raw right now. Trick should be in the mix with everybody else right now. Since it's cluttered up there, stop having him wasted down there. Let there be Ricky Saints and them. Let Cody and them have that shit. Because mind you, look at that. They put Kevin Owens back in the mix. Look, people, you know that nobody wants to see Kevin Owens. Didn't nobody want to see Kevin Owens wrestle Punk? Don't nobody want to see none of that stuff. They can't. No, I disagree because they can't even hold the show they got now down. You said they need another show. Shit, SmackDown is like mediocre as fuck, and Raw is most of the time mediocre in itself, but it's at least somewhat watchable most of the time. But and then too, man, I get it. The advertisement. Let's do something better. Let's do something better than all the ads, man. We got to do something better than this. But anyways, I digress. Anyways, people, hit the like button, people. Share the live. Look, Friday, I'm working on something bigger and better for the show so we can extend it to an hour. We normally run about an hour, but the show ain't giving us no content to go off at all. Oh, congratulations to the Fords. I see that they done dropped that baby. Romeo, from what I see, I'm glad they had their baby. I see Trinity had her baby, her and Jay and Jimmy. So I appreciate I'm glad it seems like they have healthy babies. I appreciate it. I know they're happy they have them. And hopefully they can get their ass back to this ring sooner rather than later. Because I can tell you, Bianca, baby girl, you've been gone for so long now. It's been missing you, and I can't wait for that caution to hit. That's what I'm waiting for. So I'm looking forward to them as well. Anyway, what'd you say? Oh yeah, I heard the little part about Jay. I did hear it. And look, I think, but see, the WWE is not going to capitalize on it. I don't know if it's real, not real. They trying to set up beef, not beef. I don't know, but I'm telling you, they should run with it. Look, when The Rock and Cena was forced to wrestle each other, knowing good goddamn way they didn't like each other, let them be professional, go out there and have their match. As long as we know they don't like each other, it's gonna fuel the fire. And Jay needs a little fuel right now because they don't put Jay in second-class citizenship. Being that he's second-class citizenship, this is a good person to get Montez to sink his teeth into. Let Tez get it. So since I'm still in my style, son. And don't let the Street Profits get back when they get them titles. Street Profits take out OTM, get them titles. That's all I want. I just want Montez to thrive. That's all I'm looking for. He said, oh yeah, I'll be back. I'll be back on Friday. I appreciate you for coming in too. I'll be back on Friday. What we're gonna do is, I told myself I'm gonna start doing it as early as I possibly can on Fridays. But I'm gonna start doing it on Fridays, and we're gonna eventually get to Saturdays too once everything's up and going. Again, guys, I appreciate you guys for showing up. I'm gonna catch you on the next one. We're gonna come in. What did you say here? 39. You said Jason management not getting manager paid. You stupid. Stop it. Let me get out of here. I ain't gonna keep messing with y'all. Look, come back on Friday, 5 o'clock Friday p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're gonna get it in. We're gonna get more conversation. And I got a lot I want to discuss with you guys then. All right. I appreciate you guys then. All right, I'ma holla. Peace.